Prince Harry has plenty more to spill in his upcoming bombshell memoir Spare, as an author says the Duke is free to answer questions left on a cliffhanger in his recent Netflix series, such as what Prince William said to him via text message. Royal watchers have been speculating on what new revelations the Duke of Sussex could be planning to reveal in his book, which is slated for release on January 10. The ghost-written book will be published by Penguin Random House and comes after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex Harry and Meghan show was released in 2 parts back in early December. Author of The New Royals, Katie Nicholl, says we can expect to see similar themes in the new book, going on to say, "The very title is very indicative of the thrust of this book." Harry struggles with being the Spare and his frustration in an interview with OK! Magazine. Prince Harry's childhood is likely to be a central piece of Spare, as well as his search for a partner, according to the author. Ms. Nicholl said, "I suspect we will hear more about growing up royal, which will be very interesting, and clearly his journey to find the one. Their love story will perhaps be retold. There is still a lot more he can say, there are conversations he can cover." When it comes to bombshell revelations, Ms. Nicholl suspects that the Duke has many more controversial topics to bring to the conversation, talking about how a lot has been left on a cliffhanger after the couple's Netflix release and how there is a £35 million book deal here, so don't underestimate the couple or their capacity to surprise and throw in a few more bombs just when you thought there were no more. Regarding specific details Prince Harry could bring up, Ms. Nicholl said, "He can reveal the alleged racist royal, he can reveal what William actually said in that text message which was so tantalizing, held up to Meghan but not screened to the rest of the world." When it comes to the royal family's response to any new allegations, the author played down how Buckingham Palace will be feeling about the upcoming release, saying, "I don't think the royal family are terrified by anything, least of all of what is going to come next in Harry's autobiography. But concerned, apprehensive? Yes. Ready to respond? Quite possibly. Worried by all of this? Absolutely." Meghan and Harry to release another Netflix series as Greta Thunberg features in trailer. The royal family are still yet to officially comment on any of the details released in Harry and Meghan. While Ms. Nicholl praised their initial approach, she offered them a warning should further allegations go unchecked. "Whilst I think in this instance the palace's lack of response is the right thing, there needs to be a shot across the bow from the palace to Harry and Meghan Markle, that this is not going to be tolerated and this has to stop," the royal author said. "We know there is going to be an autobiography and I wonder if we will hear from the palace after the publication of the autobiography. I wouldn't rule it out." In its official description, Spare is explained as a landmark publication featuring unflinching honesty. Princess Charlotte's extraordinary twin spotted by fans in photo of Queen's relative, pictures just adorable. Fan saver moment. Camilla shares warm interaction with Louis. News. Meghan Markle's final act of defiance just as she and Prince Harry exited royal family. Insight. The publisher's site for the book states, "It was one of the most searing images of the 20th century, 2 young boys, 2 princes, walking behind their mother's coffin as the world watched in sorrow and horror." As Diana, Princess of Wales, was laid to rest, billions wondered what the princes must be thinking and feeling, and how their lives would play out from that point on. For Harry, this is that story at last. With its raw, unflinching honesty, Spare is a landmark publication full of insight, revelation, self-examination, and hard-won wisdom about the eternal power of love over grief. The new memoir comes after Netflix recently announced the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's second collaboration with the streaming service, Live to Lead, a new series that will see various leaders reflect on their legacies and share messages of courage, compassion, humility, and hope, and is released on New Year's Eve. Inspired by the life of former South Africa President Nelson Mandela, the documentary series will feature contributions from Bryan Stevenson, Jacinda Ardern, Albie Sachs, Siya Kolisi, Gloria Steinem, Greta Thunberg, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg.